Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the state variables visibility. Let's create a new contract. So I will show you the different visibilities of the state variable. Let's create a contract with the name state variables visibility as well. Let's copy these two lines. First defining the license, then we are defining the version of the smart contract. Okay, so there are basically three types of visibility: public, internal, and private. I will talk about all three of them. Let's first create a smart contract so we can see it how they work. Let's create a contract A and create a variable public A equal to 1, another variable internal B equal to 2, and then private variable 3. So these are three different types of visibility: public, internal, private. So what are the difference between them? Let's create a function get a public view returns and return a. Okay, so public variables are always accessible from outside the contract as well as internally, and as well as in the derived contracts. Okay, now we talk about the internal. uh, Internal variables are accessible inside the contract and also inside the drive class, but not outside of the contract. Now we will going to call get c public view returns uint return c. This private variables is only accessible from inside the contract, not from the outside and not from the derived contract also. So let's create another contract B. Okay, first let me compile the contract and show you how it works. Okay, you can see that deploy contract only create a getter function for variable A because it's a public state variables. It's not create a function for internal or private variables. Let's get the value A, B, C. So how we can access the private and internal variable from outside the contract, that we are calling a public function, but we are accessing the private and internal function inside it. So we can call the private and internal variables by calling the public functions of a smart contract. Now let me show you the difference in internal and the private variables. Let's create another contract here. Contract B. Let's copy all three functions. Make B, B, B. S and contract A. Sorry, is contract A. That's how we define that the inheritance of a contract A to the contract B. Okay, now after this syntax, we are able to accept all the variables and functions inside the contract B. So there is no error in the state variable A and no error inside the state variable B, but you can see the error here and declare identifier C. So basically the private state variables are not accessible inside the drive class also. It's only accessible inside its main class, and whereas internal variables are accessible inside the class, inside the contract, and also in the drive contract. So let's recap it: public, internal, and private. These are the three visibility types of state variables. Public can be accessible from inside and outside of the contract. Internal is a and also public is accessible from inside, outside, and from the on the drive contract also. Whereas internal is only accessible from inside and drive, and private is only accessible inside the contract. Thank you.